Hello there, YouTube. This is Charlie Brawley with a proud papa moment. We have reached a very pinnacle goal here, or milestone. We are now, or at least one of our students is now above $10,000 on a flat bet. Recently received the email from him, as you can see, where he says 7 units, set 10,000K milestone reached. And this is his balance. So this is monumental, man. This is really, really huge. And so I just want to encourage those who are interested in doing this seriously. One of the things that I know that he does, and it's not just him. I'm actually going to show you a couple guys right now who's on the same track. But one of the things that you have to be willing to do is, number one, you have to do this every day. You have to be consistent. It's not about days that you lose, because I'm going to show you, he even had a day where he went down, I don't know, maybe 11% of the bankroll in a day. And within 4 days, he was back up. So it's not even that. You just have to, number one, control your emotions and be willing to put in the time. Not only will you get the training, but there's people here who can assist you. I'll do my best to give you multiple different ways that you can do this. I do know different strokes for different folks. People see things differently. And so it's kind of incumbent upon me to make it better to help everyone. And that's kind of what I've done with the training. So this guy here, he's definitely eclipsed a huge milestone. So I'm going to give him about another, he's at $10,000 in 60 days. At this rate, with his new minimums being as high as they are, he'll be at about 30 and 45 days. So stay tuned to the channel. I'll consistently be updating you. What I want you to do, though, really quick, is I want to show you guys a spreadsheet that I developed that kind of tracks this. And I want you to look at something that I thought was really interesting. And this is it's a tracking spreadsheet that I created, that it shows me, like, this is actually from the top student here. This is all of his logins, his total time, the pricing, the units, the cumulative. But really what I want to focus on is the daily earning percent. And you can look and see what we're doing, man. This is pretty awesome for us to be producing this every day. And by the end of his first 30 days, he was at a 75%. And he's averaging 2%. Well, he averaged about 2% his first day. Earnings per hour, he's averaging about $129 his first 30 days. I could see that he played 24 hours, how many units, how much he's grossing, the average amount of units, the average amount of play time he's using. And then on the spreadsheet, when he goes to the next set of 30 days, you can see here, let me make sure I adjust this, because I don't think this is right. Because I think the average should be about 3. There we go. You can see here that the bankroll carries over, and you could see that his earning percentage year to date is steadily increasing. He had one day where he had a minus 26, and the cool thing about the software, let's say if I put like minus 30, it will populate here, because 11 is the most we're going to go. But it'll kind of put you in the red too. But even being the case, he's still at 115%. I think in the Forex market, if you're really, really good, you're hoping to bang out 30% in a year. If you're really, really good, 10 to 15% in a month, every month. But you have to have a lot of money to do that. Continue to watch the channel, man. I have a lot of people who are steadily, it's a slow process for some of us, but when we catch on, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to show you another guy. Let me see. So basically right here, you can see here, man, this guy is just really, he's been cooking. He's at 131 year to date. This is under 60 days. He's at 131% earning percentage for a bankroll that now exceeds over $10,000. You can see now he's averaging $181 per hour. Let me show you the newest guy. I'm going to actually have an interview with him It's 2 people. We are growing, man. I'm just here to prove what I'm doing here, guys. We really are growing. But this is the newest guy. He started on the 14th or earlier November last month. And just to give you an idea of where he's at in the last 14 days, he's made $1,605, and he's at a 45%. He's at a 45% growth rate right now, so he's doing very, very well. This guy finished up at a 3%. Yeah, there it goes, 3%. So he's right at 3% average earnings per day, daily percent earning. So he's at 4%. Well, he's averaging 3%. For his 14 days total, he's at 45%. And as he continues to grow along, these percentages are only going to do nothing but get larger. Right now, he's averaging $103 an hour for a total of 15.5 hours played so far. And he's already made $1,600 gross, $1,600, and this is his first 30 days. Continue to watch the channel. I have a couple more videos I'm going to show you of guys who are blazing. One of my newest students, who's a mentor in the mentor program, who's now also using the software. His first day, he hit 17 units. So he flew out of the gate. Bang. 17 is huge. But I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you some more stuff. So please stay tuned to the channel. And again, very, very monumental step in terms of where I am, particularly in this whole process of roulette. As I've guys told you before, I didn't come into this because I wanted to play the game of roulette. I was a gambler, or I cared about none of that. The only reason I was able to create a software that could produce this is because I understand the concept of risk. Now, everyone doesn't understand the concept of time and money management. That's actually still a big part of what you do, because if I'm not there to kind of coach you through it, you may not have a really good keen on time and money management. So you're gonna have to really think about that part. It's not even the strategy. It's not whether or not you're gonna make units. It's more so of, let's say if you're down some units, it's like, I look at it this way. Like if you're driving and there's a car accident ahead, you don't keep the same speed. You slow down. A lot of times we play this game, no matter how good the strategy, and if we hit a bump in the road, we don't change anything. We just continue to go at the same rate of speed and don't adjust for anything. And then sometimes we make erratic mistakes. I mean, it goes on, and that was the same thing with me. I had to grow into the management side and the patience side. So it's the case with these guys. Like the top guy, he was in my mentorship program for over a year. He stayed that sort of diligent, and he's made some money. And obviously he's at $10,000. This guy right here, he's about 14 days in, and he's already at 1,600. I have a couple others I'm about to highlight too, especially one of the newest guys who came out of the gate with plus 17 units. I don't know if you guys realize how important this is, but this is a flat bet. This is not a progressive system. Even though I do have a progressive system using the software, it's only a 1-2 progression though. It's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's nothing of that. And it's just more of a secured bet. But on a flat bet scale, for us to hit $10,000, I think it's pretty outstanding. So kudos to my top guy here who's doing the doggone thing. Stay tuned to the channel for a lot more updates, guys. So much. Continue to watch the channel. I have more stuff, guys. Like, I'm going to be showing you a lot more stuff, because every day I do have some consistent people, but I need 10. Like, if I could close out the end of the year with that final grouping, we're going to roll into 2021 very hard. Like, we're proving it. Let us prove it. Like, and you can have access to all of these guys who are doing this. They can share their experiences with you, and along with me and anyone else. but the software is really, really well. The biggest thing is the management. It's not even whether you're going to get units or not. It's managing time, like knowing how much money you have, knowing how much time you have, and then playing according to that. That's the key. That is the key. And then being patient, allowing yourself to grow. This is a business for us. So, and this is all that I do. All that I do. I stay in Las Vegas. Like I live in the heart of the belly of the beast. So if you guys really get my drift here, we're very serious. Anyway, guys, send me an email, permutationspro@gmail.com. Even if you want to set up a time to do a free session and a free trial, I will do that. So as long as you're serious about doing this daily. If this is something you just want to play around with casually, just don't even bother. Just don't bother. I'm only wanting to deal with people who are this level serious, because it's working phenomenally. So if you're that level serious, again, it's not a lot of time that you're going to have to be committed to. You're just going to have to be committed to it every day. All right. With that said, guys, permutationspro@gmail.com. Sorry again for being so long. Stay tuned for more cool information coming up next. Peace.